So it's really late in the evening, and I just had something that really crossed my mind, as I tend to think a lot. So hear me out. You ever realize that you've had a goal or something that you wanted to accomplish, but you have not quite accomplished it? That is generally not my case. Usually, when I set my mind to something, I get it done. But what I've realized is in this season that I've been a lot more delayed with things. I tend to be more on one side of the pendulum versus the other, and alternating vice versa. What I found is that I'm either 10 toes down, hitting it hard, going extremely heavy and hard for what I'm desiring to accomplish, or I'm the complete opposite end and I'm completely in rest mode, right? I like to be in what we call in the medical field homeostasis, with an even keel of a little bit of both. I say and share all of this to say it's important to evaluate the seasons that you're currently in, because a lot of times when you can't quite figure out what the problem is, oftentimes it could be you. As I've reflected, I've realized that because of my extreme sides that I tend to go from on the aspect of relaxation and rest, I tend to go extremely heavy through social media, television, mainly those two. And I've realized that it consumes so much of my time that I tend to lose track of the things that I need to do. So I don't know who this is for, but turn the TV off. Set a time limit on social media, especially if you have a business that requires you to post content or to be involved from the standpoint of sales for your business, because I understand that's necessary. But set a time frame, because before you know it, you're consumed by so much. The other aspect that I was thinking about is that in that consumption of what you're watching or doing, it can easily become your God. Hear me out. Sometimes we can seek and drive after something so much so that we lose sight of what God has for us to do. So be mindful to make sure that you're praying about how your day should be going. What does God have for you to accomplish? Or does he simply have you to rest? Because you can go from one end to the other, from chasing to, I don't want to say over resting, because rest is necessary. But at the same time, like the word says, faith without works is dead. So you definitely have to put in work for what God has for you to manifest. The purpose that he has on your life requires work, prayer, consistency in order for it to manifest. So it's important to evaluate how you're spending your time. You have to budget your time the same way that you budget your money. That's if you're budgeting, that is. That was just, in my mindset, and I just wanted to come on and share that, because that is very, very important in correlation to how you're manifesting the things that God has for you to do. We have to be good stewards over our time and be diligent in doing so. So that's all I've got to say. Have a good night. Bye.